secret. All you.
Hi guys. Miss Evelyn is kind of being a pain right now, so who knows how much crafting will get done today. I have a cute idea if she would skedaddle. Go find something to do. Go get your tablet, bring it down here. Go get your tablet, bring it down here. Please? Go get it. Go get it. Alright, so we're going to work on a cute Halloween design, hopefully. I need you to go. I need you to go. I need you to go. Go see what Eli's doing.
No!
Okay, go do something, please. Thank you. So if you're hopping in, say hello. Please, you're going to hurt yourself. Okay, then bash your head on the desk. At least then, you guys, I don't know. I don't know what to do with this child anymore. It's hard because it's like, I know she just wants to snuggle, and she's had me all morning. She can go do something else for a little bit. And I apologize. She's kind of a pain like that. She just wants what she wants. She wants her mom. So I am going to make a cute Halloween bucket character. And I say cute loosely because who knows? It might be terrible. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? So I had these ice cream cones from Temu. And I'm just cutting the tops off because that's what cones I have at the moment. And then I'm going to take some styrofoam balls because I need to make feet. Okay, so I'm going to cut the tips off. Kind of want these to be a little taller. I guess it's going to be what it's going to be, I guess. It is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be, and it is what it is. You know, can you guys hear her crying? Hi, Jess. Hi, Diana. Hi, Margarita. Hi, Marcella. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Jess. No, she is. She wants me to sit with her and be at her beck and call. And unfortunately, I signed up for a live, so she needs to understand that I have other things I have to do. I can't just sit around all day. No, she is not. So if she continues to cry like that, I might have to walk away for a minute, see if I can get her happy and come back. But toddlers are fun. Never a dull moment. I should probably do all my styrofoam cutting first and then start rolling clay out. So my character is going to be a pumpkin. I have styrofoam ball I'm going to use for my pumpkin shape. Sorry about all the noisy cutting. I am going to try to do it as quickly as possible. If it bothers you, turn your volume down. I apologize. Might be better listening to that than the kids screaming in the background. So I'm going to cut both ends off. Because I need something flat for the legs to stick into. Hi, Robin. Hi, Lori. Hi, Jamie. And then I need the top. Did you see me like blow at it on accident? To be... Yes, good morning. Yeah, there's quite a few people on right now. How you doing, Cece? How's it going? How is Rolf? How is Loki? So I don't care if this is perfect. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it. And then I'm going to kind of maybe try to give it a lip. I was hoping to dig it out. I should do that, shouldn't I? I should have just cut it with the styrofoam cutter. But honestly, with the way she's acting, my brain doesn't work when she's unhappy like that. And I hope everybody understands that when your kid is screaming like that and upset, like you just can't you just feel a little extra, you know. So you know what, I am going to cut a hole in this a little bit because this is going to be like a Halloween bucket. And I'm going to stick some candy inside. I'm not going to stick a ton in there. But I am going to stick, so I'm going to do it over the trash can. And hopefully I can dig it down just a little bit. I made a cute Halloween bucket last year. I must have sold it. I don't think that I have it still. And it was like a wall decor thing. It was so stinking cute. Oh, it worked. It worked. It worked. I am making quite the mess in my trash can. I bought some new silicone. Sure. Not silicone. I bought some new drawers. Acrylic drawers. Hi, Christine. Hi. Oh. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Sandy. I bought some new acrylic drawers for the side because I was, oh, that's awesome. I was struggling with some of my cookie cutters. I always have like my small cookie cutters next to me that I use most often, and I had like some smaller acrylic drawers. Now I put them in these so I can pull it out and I can dig through, and then I just put my sprinkles in my old ones. I am a happy girl about that. Amelia is up because I hear the toilet flushing, and you know when you wake up in the morning you have to go to the bathroom, so she must be going to the restroom. And then hopefully Evelyn will be happy. I just stabbed myself in the foot with a knife. Hi, Nina. So today, hi, Christine. I am on with Adventures in Crafting. Thank you for joining me, friends. I know you could be anywhere else, and you're here with me. So that I'm appreciative of that. And if you hashtag replay because you're somewhere else, that is fine too. I appreciate everybody for hopping in and saying hello, even if you don't stick around. So I am going to, oh, well, happy Sunday, Christine. Hopefully my project isn't too bad. We're going to, fingers crossed. Because honestly, I just came up with this about 10 minutes ago. Because I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. And yes, it's Halloween, so I apologize if you don't like Halloween. There's no theme today in Adventures in Crafting. Hi, Sam. I am still doing some summer and stuff. I just couldn't think of anything summer that I wanted to do. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Sam. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to do Halloween. I had Halloween all over my desk before I came on. So I was in a Halloweeny mood. And I started these cutesy little ghosts. I was actually going to do a whimsical one. Hi, good morning.
Evelyn woke me up.
Yeah, sorry. She's throwing a fit. Because I can't. So I have some of these Halloweeny ghosts. You can have your tablet.
Vitamin C drops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got 5.
Mm-hmm. You want one?
Yeah.
You and Evelyn can have one.
Yay.
Christine, I most often am interrupted by my children.
She said no.
Okay, that's fine. Just take it upstairs. You want one? I gave you one. She had to pick her own. Most often interrupted by my children, pretty much every live. I can't lie. I would like to say that I'm not, but it happens literally every time. I'm like, kids are they come first. So no matter what I'm doing, if they, thank you guys. Yeah. So I learned these, from Grungy Goodness. Her name is Beth. She does some cute things, and she showed how to make the ghosts, which I knew how to make the ghosts before, but she did like these cute little hats, which I did my hats differently than hers, but it just was an idea. And then this one, I think I got this pick from Michael's, these witchy ones. Hi, Alyssa. Oh, I'm glad that you're feeling better today. I have these witchy ones in my stash, so I use some of those. I figure I'll make a couple top hat ones. I'm just trying to come up with a plan to have them, you know, floating and on a stand or something. So I actually was looking up some different ideas, trying to get some sort of inspiration. But yeah, so I'm on with the AIC today. And this is a Crafter's Choice event, so there's no theme or anything. And thank you to Shannon for always being here all the time, helping out, sharing us out. If you've never been on, oops, I did this wrong. Look at me, yapping away and doing this wrong. Let me think though. If you've never been to the AIC page, they have a community group where they share everybody's lives. So if you're not following everybody and you head on over to the AIC group, you can see everybody that goes live, and you can follow them there. You can watch the lives there, whatever you do. Hi, Boom. And so yeah, they share all the stuff there, and thank you, Melanie, for being a host, and Sandy's here too. So thank our hosts. And I typically have been trying to get a couple spots every week or every month with them. Usually try to get like the 10 a.m. spot because that's the easiest for me with my children. Because any later, they're, you know, even more wild than they are now. Hi, Donna. So, yeah. So, I almost forgot to do this part, but you take, oops, let me put this away. You take and do that, and then it makes like a foot, right? Foot and legs. I kind of wish a little bit that I had made this a little bit taller. It's okay. And there's a little bit of styrofoam in my black clay, but I just pulled it off, and I'm going to use it to go around and kind of make these dents a little smoother, so they're not so deep. So when I cover this with clay, it's not... Oh, okay. It's not so deep, and it doesn't like cave in right there. So you can use like old clay in this spot. Like if you have some really, you know, wet clay or something, clay that you don't love, you could put it here. And then you're just going to kind of smooth it out as much as you can. And I usually just, you know, do the whole thing like that. Hi, Holly. Hi to anybody I missed. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you guys got all your devices charged and ready to go today. There is so many events. I think there's 3 going on at the same time. Maybe there's 2. Maybe I lied. I feel like I saw that somebody else was going live later in a different event, and I can't think of the name of it. I know there's the Whimsy Wonder event, and then there is... the AIC event. I'm sure if you're here and you're not a clay crafter, there's probably other events going on. And I think that's the person that I'm thinking of is doing an event with them. Okay, so now I'm going to recondition my clay a little bit because it was sitting here a minute. Okay, so Ghost Be Cute. Yes. So I have some wood blocks that I have and some stands and stuff. What I was going to do is drill a hole so that I can stick them in so they stand, and maybe put some moss or something on the bottom. I am trying to open my mind up to more like vintagey and different mediums and stuff. So there's, you know, not just clay I'm going to be doing with some of these projects. So I'm trying to open myself up. I don't know if you guys, my other project that I did the other day, I didn't finish it on the live, but when I did finish it like later. So like this is a can, and I decoupaged some fabric to the back. And then I put an image on here, which just is a fabric image. And then I even put some rhinestones in his eyes. And then I did this pumpkin, which this is the same concept that I'm using today to make the pumpkin. It's a ball. And then so cute, right? So cute. Cute, but, you know, vintagey. What's going on? I'm making breakfast. It's super hot. I know. I got to make... My chair is getting stuck on my rug. It's because my rug is crooked and it's starting to come creeping more this way, so I need to fix it when I get off of here. Hopefully I don't forget. Okay. Yeah, I had a couple people order these just as picks to put in their tree too. So I'm working on those. I have one last one to finish. Hopefully she likes it. Okay, how many times am I going to roll the same dang piece of clay out? So we're going to put this on here. Does anybody get involved in the conversation and then look down and realize that they've been doing the same thing 3 times? Just move on with it, Michelle. Nobody's here to listen to you chatter. Just kidding. You guys are all here to listen to me chatter, I assume. I assume at least. Well, maybe not. You know, I used to watch videos, you know, before I started doing them. And I saw how many, like, rude people there were. Like, stop talking and just show us the project. And I'm like, oh my God. It would scare you out of, like, wanting to go live. Luckily, none of those people have visited my page. And if they do, they will be kicked out. Because I'm here. This is my page. And I will talk if I want to. So this is how I'm doing the shoe. It is going to have a sock up top, I think. I'm thinking of doing like black and white stripe. I have my hot glue gun on. I don't know why I turned it on. I think I turned it on before I realized what I was doing today. Actually, that's why it's on. I don't know if my kid works today. She started a new job. And she worked yesterday. I don't think she got home until after midnight. And she went in at 1. They are working her hard. I know that this is the first time she's worked in a while, so she's probably a little angry about it. I hope she's okay. I think that they're closed on Mondays, so for sure she'll have tomorrow off. But I almost guarantee that she's working today. So hopefully, you know. I don't have anything going on today. I do have a little bit of cleaning I got to finish. I was cleaning forever yesterday. Kind of got, like, annoyed. I was like, this cleaning business, being an adult, it sucks. Like, it really does. Like, can I send in my resignation? Who do I give that to? Is anybody going to answer? Is it an automated robot on the other end who will not hear my complaint? Because I bet you that's the case. They don't care. I'm stuck doing this forever, right? Being an adult blows. Who do I send my resignation in? All right. So I'm going to smooth this line out the best I can. My tip to anybody trying to smooth it out. First of all, don't overwork your clay. Like once you put it on, you know, sometimes there'll be like a fingerprint or something. Typically those will pop out. Unless it's like a super deep dip, don't worry about it. If it's just like this line, you could take some water and rub and get it as smooth as you can. I typically take my palms of my hand. I will rub down so the line is actually gone, and then take my hand and do that. Typically, it'll come out. Like some people see like a little dip and they stress about it. And the more you mess with your clay, the more, thank you, the more likely you are to have it get messed up. So I am going to take, I know this is odd, maybe. I'm going to take some black clay and roll it out. Okay. And then I'm going to take some white clay and roll it out. I'm going to attempt to, I'm just throwing that away. I don't know why I'm saving that. I'm going to attempt to get them about the same thickness. Now I could pull my worm rollers out. I knew where they were. Actually, I don't think I have the bigger ones. I didn't make myself a set because the small set I made because I, you know, struggle with smaller worms. The bigger set I didn't bother making because I don't struggle with the bigger worms. I know. Thank you, Midnight Creations by Stephanie. I always see you on like right as I'm about to go into bed. And I should pop in and say hi, but sometimes I do, but I don't always because I'm bad like that. Sometimes I just creepily watch in the background. Some people would be surprised that I'm a silent watcher, but if I don't know you, you know, sometimes I creepily watch in the background. Whereas like Sam, oh, I'm going to go on her live and give her a hard time because she loves me like that. So some people have started doing, like using the acrylic plate to smash these out, which is probably pretty genius. So you just take and make sure you put some even pressure. This is not. It's not even. It's going to be even enough because this girl is not perfect. And I will never even claim to be. Thank you for sprinkling. Should do a giveaway soon for sprinklers. Sounds like I'm talking about. Yeah, I kind of like peek in and I don't say anything. I just kind of watch for a few minutes right before I'm going to bed. You're always on late, which is probably why the name that you have. Actually, the other day, I saw you on super late, and then like the next day you were in an event early, and I was like, this girl's awake already? What is she doing? I know, I don't stay up super late, but I have been sleeping in since the kids are not in school. I could stay up later now since they're not in school. Aw, that's sweet. So I'm going to kind of just blend these together. I don't know how much of this. I'm going to actually look for my... Where are you? This drawer needs like cleaned out. I have a drawer here that's labeled tools, and it is mostly tools. Some of them aren't tools like man tools, but like I said, that's very sexist, right? Man tools. But you know what I mean. They're not like tools. They're just like wax pens or something. So I need to clean that drawer out and kind of maybe separate out some of it and put it, you know what? This isn't going to work. Hi, Trina. What is your last name, Stephanie? Do you ever come in here on your personal page? I bet you do, and I feel like a jerk even asking. And I should know who you are, probably. All right, so I want to make these thinner because I want there to be at least two of each stripe on the leg. And you know, the funny thing is this was supposed to be enough to do both, and I don't think it's going to be now. I'm going to try to stretch it out a little bit because I don't want to have to re-roll it again. But if I have to, I have to. It's fine. I'm not going to cry about it, but also I prefer. It's been 24 minutes already, and you've done nothing, Michelle. Okay, we'll do the white at the bottom. I'm so glad Evelyn is done crying, and she must be upstairs with Amelia. Ah, going back to work. Ew, don't do it. It's a trap. Just kidding. I understand. I have bills too, so sister, you're preaching. You gotta go to work, unfortunately. Fortunately, those bills don't pay themselves, and we're not all rich and can just not work. I mean, heck, I think about, like, how many years I have to, like, retire. I bet you there'll be no retirement at that point because I have too many kids. Who thought about having so many dang kids? These kids are expensive. They're expensive. And I'm hoping that this is going to be enough. It better be. Or else I'm going to just kind of stretch it. Whoever buys this, just keep in mind I stretched it. Oh, it's like almost enough. It's going to be enough because I said so. Believe me, I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it work. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of push it with my palms to kind of stretch it out a little bit. And in the back here, it's like that. I'm going to do that. And it's not perfect. And guess what? There's only so many people that are perfect in crafting, and I am not perfect. But it's okay. I think it's fine. I'm not going to cry about it. Hi, Angel. Hi, Mary. We're going to put this back in the bag, which I'm sticking everywhere, apparently. How is everybody doing today? Is everybody having a great weekend? Yeah, I mean, besides the eating and everything, just everything. Every time I turn around, I'm buying shampoo. And so, you know, Eli is now 7. So he's like he's a bigger boy, so he has to wear deodorant. So, you know, all the things. And hi, Amy. I swear, all my kids decided to grow out of almost all their clothes at the same time. So I had to buy, look at their little boots. I had to buy everybody new clothes. And I'm like, guys, you guys can't all grow out of clothes at the same time. This is ridiculous. So I did, honestly, I went on Temu and got some. And then Amazon for like Eli. Okay, so I need an orange for this. I think I'm just going to use the peach because I like this color the best. It's my favorite, peach taffy. I have a little bit left in this bag because the other bag I accidentally ripped. So, hi, Karina. But yeah, they all grew out of their clothes at the same time. So on Amazon, they have like basketball shorts, I guess is what they call them, right? For boys. So I just bought him, you know, like it was like a 5 or 10 pack or something. And it comes with like red, blue, black, gray, and something. Like that's what you get, okay? But nope, we're not fashion people in this house. T-shirts, shorts, all good. And of course now Amelia's at the age where she's against shorts. I don't understand. So it's kind of funny. All my 3 oldest kids got to a point where they didn't like shorts. I don't understand. And I see like the neighbor kids, Those kids will wear shorts in the winter when it's like 20 degrees outside. And my kids hate shorts. And I'm like, it's going to be hot. Like, you're not going to want to wear pants. So the other day, they were playing in the sprinkler across the street. And Amelia did not want to go out in shorts. I'm like, because I didn't have, I'm mixing this. It looks like there's a little bit of a marble effect. I didn't have their swimsuits down from the attic yet. And she's like, I don't like shorts. And I'm like, but you would wear a swimsuit? I'm not sure. I'm going to have her try her swimsuit on from last year. I hope it fits. I hope I don't have to buy all new swimsuits. I might have to go to the pool store or something and get some, it's called like baking ash or something. The pool is blue. The pH is a little low. But it's cloudy, so it's not crystal clear. And it's not warm today anyway. It's like 68 degrees. So they wouldn't even go in the pool anyhow. And then the water's probably like, the water's probably cold as heck anyway. I ordered a new thermometer because I don't know where the heck my thermometer went. It ran away. So just so you know, I am using styrofoam on all this, but I probably will not put this whole thing together. So the legs are made, and I'll let them probably dry for at least 12 to 24 hours until I put the body on. But I am going to work on the body so you guys will see, you know, where we're going with this. I'm hoping this clay is like really doesn't want to roll out. It's really being a butt. Hoping it's not long enough. I think I know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to just roll it a little bit more. And when you're rolling your clay out, I probably should stand. And I'm going to move these feet because I just almost touched the other clay to it. And that would have been annoying. Don't do that. Don't do it. I'm going to put like shoelaces or something on the boots and give them a rim and bottoms. All of that stuff is not probably going to happen on this live. Well, we'll just wait, Christina, until you get back. Just kidding. So there's something on that side of the clay. So we're just going to use this side. This is how we roll. This is how we rock. Okay, so I am going to do this. That's the top. And there's going to be stuff inside the bucket. Hi, Christy. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, why do kids go through that? Like, is she like afraid because people are going to look at her legs? And the funny thing is my older kids were like that too. And like, I mean, my oldest is got hairy legs. He's a boy. Like, why are you so afraid of people seeing your hairy legs? Guess what? It's fine. Nobody cares. Nobody is staring at your legs. And if, yeah, salty today. Nobody cares what your legs look like. And if they do, they don't matter anyways. Who cares? Who cares? So if that's the reason they didn't want to wear shorts because they think their legs are ugly, who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about how you look as much as you care. Just keep that in mind. So if you're looking a horrible wreck, literally nobody's going to be, well, there might be somebody out there that'd be like, ew, what the heck is wrong with that person? Who cares? Move on. Yeah, I got this from Temu. It was like $5. I ordered a huge styrofoam order from Temu, and I got a lot of this stuff in the last couple days. I don't know what's going on with Temu. It's goofy. I know it's always goofy, but They sent my order in like 10 different shipments, and it was all not local. Like, it was all from China. Like, literally the one day, all my styrofoam came, like a bunch of it came on one day, and it was like 6 boxes at the same time. I'm like, why didn't they box all this stuff together? They used to put everything all in one package, and then, you open it up and there's a whole bunch of stuff in there. So this time it was, like, I swear I got like 10 different orders, 10 different packages. It was weird. I think I just got the last one of that order. I like getting my styrofoam from there. They are getting better. I know, like, in the past, they used to always, you can get some water or styrofoam water or lotion to moisten your hands if they're starting to get dry. And this way you can rub all your spots out of your clay if there's any lines. I'm not worried about like the lumps and bumps at the moment. Just worried about the lines. And I'm actually going to push some of this clay out, because this is a jack-o'-lantern, don't forget. And I want this to be a big opening, because I'm going to put candy and goodies inside. Like it's a candy dish or a bucket, So that's what I'm doing. Okay. So so the lineup is posted on my page for today. Hopefully you can check everybody out. And if you can't, you can hashtag replay whoever you missed. Let our friends know you were there. Well, hello, Lewis. Use Shein. I've never used Shein. But I you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you get used to one and then you don't use the other. Let me see if I can rub this one out. Because there's a couple little spots that are more like dents than they are like fingerprints or anything. So you want to make sure like there's no like dent or lines, okay? So here is my wonky looking pumpkin. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but I promise you it'll probably be cute. Probably. So I don't sell these anymore. I had somebody message me about them. We're gonna eventually hopefully work on a set, but right now I don't have them, and I apologize, but I am going to use these. You like both? I just never used Shein. Oh, hello, Brenda. I bet it's hot in Texas. I'm going to put the lines in first. Or choke myself. One of the two. So I'm actually going to flip it upside down. Oh, shoot. There is like maybe a bubble right here. Let's see if I can... If it's a bubble, I'll get it out. I don't think it is. Maybe it's just a blobby spot in the clay, because it's not popping, so it's fine. So I'm going to do this around the whole thing. You can use a paintbrush. You can lube up one of your ball tools and use that and kind of just drag it along, because I'm going to go over it, all these lines, with my fingers anyhow. You don't want them to be exact either. Hi, Lori. Because, it is a pumpkin and their lines are not exact. I am going to grab a skewer. I'm hoping I have a thicker skewer in here. Where's Stephanie? I don't think these will fit in the hole. Let me see. Nope. Shoot. Do I not? Let me think. I need something for this to stand up on. Well, I'll just use a thinner skewer and hope for the best. It is a big pumpkin. I need to drill the holes a little bigger on my piece of wood here. And a little deeper, apparently. Goodness gracious, you guys. Seriously? All right, let me put that like that for a second. Again, getting a little bit of lotion, or you can use water. There's a spot right here that has, it's not something I want. So. I have 20 minutes. So let's see how much farther we get on this. I'm going to have the candy spilling over the sides. I'm not really super concerned about how it looks coming up here, but I do kind of want there to be a dent just in case, depending on how I have the candy. I don't want there not to be a dent, and then I'd be like, oh shoot, what if then I have to put a piece of candy there? All right. So this is how our pumpkin is looking. It's going to need some shading and all the things. So if I do it like that, it should stay. So I'm going to use some black for my face. This is going to be the nose, I think. I'm using these for the face. Can't see anything I'm doing because there's so much stuff in my way. We're gonna put those over there. You're back? Well, what if I did stop? That was a long time. Just kidding. I'm gonna take a little bit of spray. Okay. These cutters, you do have to really spray them up. You could use a paintbrush to push it around. I'm just going to use my finger. I mean, I'm not afraid to use my finger. Some people don't like that feeling, and that's up to them. I need a piece of, like, tissue or something to... Good morning, Michelle. I just don't want, like, a lot of excess in the hole. I'm almost out. We have to grab another can when I go up. So I do want to oil this one too. It looks like it's previously oiled, but I'm going to try. And I've told you before, don't use tissue, but I just did. So don't do as I do. Yeah, Brenda, hopefully you stick around. I do all kinds of crafts. I have been using lots of different mediums. I made a tag in yesterday's event with this group. It did sell, so here is the tag. It's got berries. The event was berry cute, and I put a bear in it. And then the berries I did end up printing this tag off and putting it in there because I wanted something to go there. Super cute little summer, and it's patriotic colors but not patriotic themed. I made sure I made it red, white, and blue. This way it fits in with like patriotic stuff, but it also fits in with, you know, just summer. So if you don't do like patriotic, it's not so patriotic that it looks patriotic. That sounds stupid. Like, why did I say that? But hopefully you know what I mean. It's not so patriotic that it's patriotic. Okay, so you make sure you make a really thin thing of clay when you do this, and then I press it all the way to the mat. You can kind of move the mat a little bit and then pull your thing off, and then it'll leave behind your face. You will have to clean it up a little bit because it does like leave a little bit of clay around the edge. If it's stuck to your desk so bad, I have one of these little spatula things. I believe that they sell these with Cricut supplies, or I think I got mine at the Dollar Tree. So I don't know. The Cricut supplies probably are more expensive. And I got mine at the Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to set it back on the back of there while I work on the other eye, because if I put it on my desk, it might get stuck again. And then I mess it up when I pick it up. So we're going to work on this. Straightening these out. Okay. 15 minutes left. Like sometimes an hour feels like forever, and sometimes an hour feels like not long enough. I think it just depends on the project you're working on. I know a lot of our like paper crafters and stuff like that, I don't know how they would finish a project in an hour, but maybe they just really plan out their project a lot better than us clay creators. The problem with the clay creators is a lot of our stuff has to dry between. There's no fast way to dry clay, really. You know, if you're painting, you can always use one of those dryers or whatever. I don't know, Angel. I just said we have to fix them because. So I had these for sale last year. They work great for me. I know how to use them. I think that if you watch my video and seen how I used them, that you don't struggle as much. I think a lot of people didn't watch the video, so they just didn't know how to use them. And I got so many complaints that people just couldn't use them. And for me, I don't want people to be upset or have a hard time with something I make. So for me, it's just not worth the struggle and the upset messages to sell them. If we can fix them to where they're a little easier to use and they're more of a cutter than like this, like if they're just this shape and then you cut it out like a cutter and then you can use like a tool to pop it up. Thank you for sprinkling. I would be fine with selling those, but this was not our design. We did not make this. Last year when we were doing, you know, our selling, a lot of the designs we either bought or got from somewhere. These are somebody else's design, and I will be the first to admit it's not the greatest design. It works, but you have to know how to use it, and that's not fair to everybody that maybe, you know, they just don't know how to use it. And I don't want to say that like they're less experienced or anything. It is harder to get them out, and you really have to mess with it. So I just don't want to sell something that people are going to have a hard time with. And I always keep all the rejects, so I literally have bags of them, and I have duplicates because our printer was having trouble printing them even so. So I'm going to do the nose out of these. That triangle I pulled out wasn't big enough. I think it would have been way too, that'd be way too big. Okay, what the heck. I guess we're giving him a small nose. So yeah, just because of that. I should have given him clay or felt eyes. Dang it, it's too late now. This would have been really cute with felt eyes, just so you guys know. Now that I'm looking at it, should have done the smile like this, but then felt eyes. Well, maybe I have to make another one now. Hi, Patricia. Hi, Chandra. Should have done this with, I really wish I wouldn't have stuck it down. Oh, well, here he is. It's the same face I used on the other one. You have, Jen. Hi, Jen. I didn't even see you come in. I actually have a can started for my rooster. I just all of a sudden got in Halloween mode and I can't kick myself out of it. So like this morning I was trying to come up with like a summer design. I'm like, people aren't ready for Halloween yet. Stop trying to do it. Stop trying to push it. And I'm like, girl, I just can't even. I got fall and Halloween all over my desk right now. All right. So here are his legs. I have to finish up the boots still. And then he's going to go like that. Hold on. I'm going to try not to stick him to his legs. It's going to be like that. Look at how cute! He's crooked, but you get it. Look at him! It's kind of funny. So there's his, bye, Christina. Have a good day. Halloween is awesome. Halloween is like my favorite. And actually, I'm going to take the stick off. I'm just going to take it off. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought I was going to do that. So we're going to work on putting some candies and stuff inside. I pulled, yeah. It's not that, okay, let's get it straight. I love doing Halloween designs, but I am not trying to rush summer. Summer isn't even here in Ohio yet. So I definitely want my summer weather, but I also love to do Halloween stuff. So here, a lot of people were like, why is everybody rushing the season? It's not that I'm rushing the season. First of all, I have to start, that's not all fitting back in there the right way. You, as a crafter, you kind of have to start working on, if you're selling your supplies, look at all this stuff I pulled out, guys. Look at all these captions. These are like mostly Halloween. And then I have a few other things. If you're a crafter and you sell your items, you almost have to start working on Halloween like in July at the latest, I think. So, you know, just keep that in mind when you see crafters working on Halloween. Don't hate. You don't have to buy it if you don't want to. But to get to the point where we have enough stuff to sell for Halloween, we do have to start it early. So I'm pulling some of these candies out that I've made. And then I do have a ton of like bought ones. These look like Fruit Loops almost or something. And I have gummy bears, all the things, right? So, pulling some of those out. These are available if you want to purchase. Yeah, well, so then I guess it's fine, right? If we do Halloween, because it's hot. Teresa, I didn't even know you were here. All of a sudden I start talking about, did you see I made feet? I made feet. We're going to work on filling this, but just an FYI, I am going to put like a boot or shoe trim on this and shoelaces, and then a trim around the bottom so it looks like a shoe. I'm just not doing that right now. So when you see this next time, it'll probably be done. I do not go live on Mondays anymore. I used to go live on Mondays at 10. But since I've been able to, I'm just kind of placing things for a minute. Since I've been able to sign up on Saturdays and Sundays almost every week, I have to have like a day off of not going live. And it's not even that I'm taking a day off, because usually I'm still working on stuff. It's just I'm off of doing lives. I could go live every day, but sometimes, you know, some days you need, and this will have a handle too. I just have to I'm going to use like a wire and then like cover it in maybe yarn or something and do that. But anyways, I have to have a day off of crafting live. Unfortunately, I can't go on every day, but I mean, I could, but I can't. I could, but I can't. Sometimes you miss the feet. Yeah, I mean, look, not feet. Ooh, I should have made it like a toast. I should have made feet. That would have been funny, by the way. So I'm going to put a bunch of this glue in here, and then I'm going to spread it out in a second. Just shove a bunch of glue in there. A lot of times I use these silicone things because when you leave the glue on there, you just peel it off and then you move on. If you use a paintbrush, you have to, you know, soak it in water and stuff. And not to say that I haven't used paintbrushes, I just typically don't. My other phone is going black. I did share the flyer to my page, so I'm not going to go over the whole thing. But up before me was Jess. She kicked us off this morning. And then up after me is Maureen with Home for Every Season. And the three of us are fake bakers. Apparently the fake bakers come in the morning. I don't know who else is on today, because honestly I sort of looked at the flyer and then I forgot. And I'm really good at that. So we're going to spread out this glue a little bit. And I put it in kind of thick. You don't have to put it this thick, but I know that I'm going to be working on this for a hot minute, and I don't want it drying up right away. I am going to sprinkle like glitter and stuff to fill in all the gaps when I get done putting all these candies and such in. So I need this glue to stay kind of wet for a second. I have tons of sprinkles and whatever. Hold on. I'm going to put that there. Where is this? Oh, it's plugged into my other phone. Let me plug this in so I don't have to deal. This phone is my husband's old phone. And the power button doesn't really work. So we can't let that phone go dead because it'll be bad. I know I bought these on Temu. They're really funny. 4 minutes. They're kind of funny. They're little gummy bears, but they have like skeletons. Can you see that? They have little skeletons. I think they're hilarious. So we'll put a couple of these in here. We'll even put a couple of regular gummy bears. I have a ton of like little candies and stuff. I have some of these candies. I even have regular candy corns. I can put one of those in there. I have some of my little jack-o'-lanterns, which would be okay. I have a bunch of these. Not doing Pinkoween, so those can go away. I bought these in Halloween colors, just specifically. I think I got these, what is that place we get all of our sprinkles and stuff in bulk? I can't even think of the name of the place. I don't get stuff there often. I don't think I've bought from them in like a year, but it's because I bought so much when I first started that like I've gotten to the point where I don't need to buy as much now because I have so much, right? And I am using what I have this year until I'm out, and then I'll go buy more if I run out. I'm just going to shove a ton of these candies in here. I know they're all like similar or the same because I'm going to fill it in with all kinds of stuff you won't even notice later. Play code 3. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Knew somebody would know what the heck I was saying. These somebody sent to me, and I think they're made from glue or something. I'm going to use, oh, they're actually really cute. I never opened them. They're like gummy bears, but they're, I don't know, maybe these are resin. These might be resin gummy bears. These are kind of cute. I didn't even open them before, so I didn't know. how cute they were. It's a bunch. Apparently, I like orange and green. So I'm going to take those and toss those off to the side. I'm just going to keep filling this with candies. Trying to stay with like the Halloween colors, obviously. You know, orange, black, purple. I'll show it to you in a second. Oh, it's my time is up. So head on over to Home for Every Season with Maureen, and I'm going to make a little handle for this, and I will probably finish it today because, let's face it, my child is quiet. When this dries up a little bit, I will do some shading in the cracks, kind of like how I did this one. If you see how it looks a little darker in all the cracks, I'm going to do shading, okay? Thank you guys for watching. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. I know you could have been anywhere else, even if you were watching multiple people at the same time. I appreciate you for being here. I'm going to move this off to the side. I have to open my computer. I have multiple devices, so I'm going to go ahead and see who's on and watch everybody, give everybody some love. Thank you for being here. I can't leave because it says slow connection, but go ahead on over to Home for Every Season with Maureen. Bye.